Hey everyone, what's going on? It is time for another installment of the Minoxidil Beard Journey, week 4. So today is Wednesday. Definitely some exciting stuff happening this time. Definitely going to be hard to see on the videos, but this shit works. I'm going to get real close here. You probably won't be able to see it, but I've looked in the mirror, there's a ton of little white hairs here. You can kind of see them here. But there's a ton of white hairs here. I wish it would, I can feel them as I do it. I wish it would come through, but it's not. And on this side too, you can kind of see them here, see them like right here. There's some right here. See it right there. There's definitely a lot of white hairs coming in. I still can't get any though, just in this little area, just right here. There's some here and stuff, but right here, still not. But, again, I'm not giving up. They say wait 4 weeks before, or not 4 weeks, 3 to 4 months just to see what it looks like. But this is coming in nice. This brush is really coming in handy now. I'm almost to the point where, so again, 4 weeks, I got real good comb ability, or brush ability, I guess you could say, on the stash here, almost to the point where I can get it off my lips completely. But you can see right here, it's still having some problems, but I brush it every day. But you can definitely see it's doing good there. So the neck is coming in nicely. I think it's a little uneven. I have to mess with it a little bit. But anyway, yeah, the Minoxidil, I already, I'm still going to do it, but I already know, I can already tell it's working. And then this skin thing right here. So let me tell you about this thing. Let me see if I can get up close with this. If I can get it my face out of here, it might zoom in on these needles. See if I touch it. Sometimes I can get it to zoom in there, but let me see if it'll just, this fucking thing. This thing is crazy. So I made that video last week about this. That was on like a Thursday, I think. I hadn't actually done it yet. I kind of just messed with it a little like this. But on Friday, last Friday, I actually did use this thing the way it was intended. This thing is so intense. Some of the most intense pain I've ever felt. I have tattoos. I've had my ears pierced. My eyebrow used to be pierced. My nose. I've had my nipples pierced, and that shit hurt less than this. You can call me a wuss or whatever, but man, this is just intense. So Friday, I used this thing everywhere. There's different, unfortunately, of course, I've had it for less than 2 weeks, and I was drying it off, and I went like this really hard, and the 0.5 one flew out and broke, so I can't really use that one. So I have this size, which is a 1.25, I think. I'll have to double check, but this is like the one that's like, they say if you really shouldn't go higher than this if you're going to do this on your own. So anyway, so I did around my eyes, and 2 days ago, probably can't see it anymore. After I did it, I was shedding my scalp, my head, and my forehead. So I did a couple different areas. I did right here. I did this little dark spot here, which you can't really see. And then I did my forehead, and then I rubbed here, but this didn't bleed or anything like that. And then this right here. But I did my scalp. This wasn't so bad. I rubbed on it, yeah, it hurt, a little bit. I was like, oh man, that hurts. But this up here, holy shit, that killed. It was making my eyes water. I was like, oh my God. I got it to bleed. I rubbed it, and I got my whole, scalp area right here. It was bleeding, and I was trying. I was doing it this way, and just rubbing it lightly, I'm just using 2 fingers. This shit, I could feel it. It hurts. Not as intense, of course, as when I was going like that. But yeah, I had to get some numbing lotion. it's not gonna completely take it away, like completely numb, because I'd have to order like the special stuff from Amazon. But I got like this, lidocaine gel or whatever. It doesn't have to be completely numb, just as long as it's like semi-numb, because that shit was intense. I mean, it was crazy intense. But I definitely want to work on, eyes. I'm not super concerned about my head, but it's just mostly my eyes. A lot of that is because I don't drink enough water. I smoke, obviously, is bad for you. I live in fucking desert. It's 100 degrees all the time. It's very dry. My skin is very dry by nature, so I have all these wrinkles. I mean, I look like I'm like 60 years old or whatever. It's funny though, the bags under my eyes right here, if I just squint a little bit, they like kind of go away. But if I don't, you can see them and then squint. So if I just walk around like this all day, you won't see the bags that much. But anyway, so yeah, this thing is just nuts. I mean, I can't believe that women can do this without numbing cream. Like, some of them may have a high threshold for pain or whatever. And I thought I did too. I mean, getting your nipples pierced, anybody that's never done it, again, this was, when I was in the military long time ago, because you can't have earrings and stuff, so to kind of like stick it to the man, I was like, well, fuck you, I'm going to get my nipples pierced, you'll never see it. And the chicks loved it. I mean, so anyway, but that pain was pretty intense, but that only lasted for like, a minute or whatever. And then, of course, tattoos, I have tattoos on my chest, and that hurts. I thought it would feel just like, I thought this would feel like that. Like, well, that's a tiny needle. These are tiny needles. So I just figured it would feel the same. No, it's so much worse. So much worse. But, I definitely saw, again, I did it one time, so I mean, it's not going to like change my whole face. But, what I did here with this thing is I just kind of, went up and down. I didn't really get any, blood here. I just didn't. Same thing here. I didn't get any blood. But I mostly just ran it across, my whole front like this. First I started where the real thinning is, and then I just kind of went back and then did like up here. And because the pain was so intense, my plan was to just basically make this whole thing red, bleed, to get like that new collagen and new skin coming out. I couldn't make it that far. I did it for, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe, and it was too intense. I couldn't handle it anymore. But as far as the minoxidil, that is definitely working on here. I mean, I'm super excited. I definitely think it works, and I'm going to continue to use it. I mean, I've already seen improvements. Again, you probably can't see most of it, but I can in the mirror. I mean, there's just like a ton of white hairs here, and like down here. And there's a few right here, but just not this area here. And then this is, thickening up too, obviously. But it's been 4 weeks, so I'm excited to see what'll happen in another 4 weeks. I'm using this camera only because it's a better camera than my phone, at least it seems to be, at least for this video, for these videos, because I can get real close. See, maybe you can see again. No, still can't really see the white hairs. But I'm happy so far. This is coming in nicely. I'm really past the point of really any itchiness. I really don't have itchiness anymore. What I do have is like, after, I don't know, a couple hours of, I need to bring this to work. I keep forgetting to, but after a couple hours, it's all like like when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like comb it all funky. Like it kind of looks like this, like it's all messed up, and it's like, and then I just kind of wash my face and do this before I leave for work. So it's good for, a couple hours. But once you like start eating, and stuff like that, or you're talking, you just kind of do this, and it gets jacked up, and you have to comb it. So I do need to start bringing this thing with me to work during the day, and just kind of doing this. I need to bring my mirror back to work too. So, but this is this journey is definitely working. I'm super excited. I hope it continues to fill in. I've been following it strict. I have not missed a day, other than when I did the derma rolling for, they say you're not supposed to use minoxidil in any area for 24 hours. So, I woke up Saturday morning. This wasn't red. The places where I got to bleed, it was red it burned actually, for a few hours after I did it. But the next morning I was good to go. It wasn't really red or anything. And then, like I said, about a day or two ago, there was some skin flakes here, and I was laying in bed watching TV, and I was just kind of laughing, and I was like rubbing my head, and I was like, what the hell? Like, why the hell is my friggin' forehead so dry? And then I looked in the mirror, and then sure enough, it was like these flaky, it was the skin, dead skin was coming off, so my stuff was really dry. But I definitely want to thank you. I notice I'm getting a lot of views on these videos, so I'm thankful that I even get one besides me watching it again, because I appreciate everybody watching. Again, if you have questions, or if you're doing something different than I'm doing, and you're getting better results, please share it with me. I would assume anyone who's watching these videos is either having the same question or doing the same process. So if that's the case, let's all help each other out. If you got any tips to share, please, I'd love to hear them. Or anything you think I'm doing wrong, let me know. Like I said, my regimen is just once in the morning. I use the foam in the morning before work. I use the liquid at night before bed. I put it on usually half an hour, 45 minutes before I go to sleep. Give it a chance to soak in. And then I've been trying, just because I cannot get rid of this cough. My sickness is gone, but I still cough every once in a while. So I've been laying, sleeping on my back with my head on pillows, so that I haven't been pressing the minoxidil off or anything like that. So, but again, if you have anything that that I'm doing that I could be doing better, please let me know. Otherwise, I guess we'll see you in week number 5. So again, this is week 4. We're 4 months into this thing, and I'm definitely excited with the results. I think in another 2 months, this will probably almost fill in on its own. And then if this doesn't fill in, it's gonna kind of look dumb. At least if it doesn't get some hairs in there that I maybe can at least dye to give the appearance of that. But if this just continues to fill in, then it's gonna look kind of retarded. So anyway, we'll see where we're at. So any questions, we'll see you next week. Thanks.